right, this is Homeroom with Smooth. I'm Smooth. I got with me Frankie and Kev. How y'all doing today, man?
Good.
I'm great, like fucking Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
This nigga.
Like, comment, and subscribe. We would gladly appreciate that shit. It goes a long way. So anyway, you know what I'm finna do? I'm finna do one more thing for the sake of community, for the sake of the world. We're gonna talk about Alec Baldwin today. But I just want to do this one quick thing for the sake of the world. Boom. So now we're on Twitch. Yeah.
We're on Twitch right now?
Yeah, we're on Twitch right now.
Oh, shit.
Damn, welcome, guys.
Okay,
This is Homeroom with Smooth. You know, I got my boy Smooth and Kev, and I am Frankie, you know. But like I said, this is Homeroom with Smooth, so make sure to look at that direction right there. For that.
You know what's funny? Hold on. This would help. Okay, there we go.
Oh, so then Smooth in the middle.
So, yeah. So,
no, put me in the middle. I'm moderating this shit.
Yeah. In case you are
moderating. You are moderating. So
yeah.
All right. There's other people talking. Oh, okay. Cool.
Turn up. Let's go.
Let's get it.
All
Bam.
Right.
Search warrant.
Go ahead. You
my bad. Search warrant reveals grim details of rush shooting and Hayla Hutchins' final minutes. So this is an article from the Los Angeles Times.
Dude, their headlines kill me all the time. Talking about final minutes. She was shot.
But someone helped her down to the ground, okay?
Yeah.
Very humanely.
They tried to do CPR when she was unresponsive, maybe. I don't know, man.
Yeah. She clutched her chest and they yelled cold gun. No, but all seriously, first topic, as you know already, actor and producer Alec Baldwin discharged a prop firearm that killed someone of his crew. So we have many different reasons that go with this one. So Kev, we're starting off with you. How do you feel about this? How did this happen? What do you think is going to happen in the future?
Man, I don't know how the hell this happened. I'm gonna be honest with you, because this is a tragedy, and this is more than just a mistake. To be honest with you, this is just kind of stupid. So apparently, off the clock at the movie set, you know, a movie that has real guns in it, they were practicing shooting. They said it was called pinging or something, or flinking, whatever the heck it is, where you shoot cans and glass bottles. They were doing that. I don't know why there were live rounds on the movie set, you know. But during shooting, they yell cold gun. And here's the thing: when you yell cold gun, don't you usually check the gun before you say that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're supposed to.
So like this is seriously either some severe gun miseducation, or I think this shit was intentional. I'm just gonna go the conspiracy route, man. I'm gonna go to the conspiracy route. It either got to be some severe miseducation, stupidity, or this was intentional. I don't know how the hell this happens.
Negligence.
Yeah.
What about you, Smooth?
Honestly, this is how I feel. I'm honestly stalling because I mislabeled the actual video. But anyway, we're here. We're correctly labeled. I honestly feel like there's more to this. There has to be more, because there's no effing way. Like, I was on set before as an extra and I had a gun, like, just for context. And I knew there was nothing in there. He told me it was cold. I said, I'm going to check it myself. He's like, you know how to do that? I said, yes, I do. I checked it myself. I opened the chamber. There was nothing there. I said, cool. I pulled the clip out. I looked. There was nothing there. I put it back together. I said, all right, we're good. Because I'm not being responsible for that. So I don't know why Alec felt so cool with going, hey, you know what, Cole? Bet. Point at the camera. Like, you don't even point guns at people. That's gun safety number one. You never point a gun at nobody you're not ready to kill. That's gun safety number one. So if you ain't trying to kill nobody, you don't point a gun at nobody. I mean, maybe he just trusted that person so much. You know what I'm saying? But from what I heard, they were cutting corners on production anyway. So it seemed like they were just doing whatever they wanted to. And the level of safety concerns clearly weren't there, because they bought magazines out into Santa Fe, New Mexico, where they're shooting, correct? They're shooting out in Santa Fe, out in the desert. They were just shooting bottles to get by. Like, I don't know, man. That's some wild stuff. That would never happen on any other movie set.
Listen.
Well,
Oh, go ahead, bro.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some criminal charges in this, man. Because there is actually there's a position when you work in a production on the set. There is a on-set prop gun supervisor and an armorer, and they're responsible for handling those.
Mm-hmm.
So yelling out cold gun when that's your job and you're experienced that, I don't understand, bro.
Yeah. It's definitely tragic.
Was
I
it a
mean, I'm
revolver?
not gonna elaborate it because I think we all feel for what's going on. It goes on to what we're saying. It looks like this production company, they cut corners to save money. And before the account was that they walked off the set because of unsafe conditions. No, they walked off the set because of payment and housing, which means they were cutting corners everywhere. And that's why 6 people walked off, and they only had one camera person there too. So you could tell they were cutting corners to try to save money on everything.
Right, and they
And
hired non-union people.
well, yeah, they had to because they're people they were walked off because they didn't want to pay them.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
so looking at it, and then like the armorer, saying cold gun. So I think more stuff's going to pop out when we find out what they were doing between sets and why these guns are being used for recreation. Which is very sad, but that's what happens when you go back and forth, and like that's the thing. Prop guns should stay prop guns, recreation guns should be recreation guns, and you can't go back and forth between them because, stuff like this happens. And yeah, it sucks because we were saying Alec Baldwin, and like I said, smooth because of our job, we know about weapon safety.
Yes.
He's an actor, and it sucks because he's acting, and weapon safety kind of goes out the window for him. Unfortunately, and now it's going to be greater accountability for the actors. Now it's be like, hey, when someone gives you a cold gun, there's probably going to be a lot more checks because of this. They're going to have that extra line. But remember, it's kind of like we think about our daily tasks, a task that's stupid and that's redundant, so it's like, why do we do it? Because we'll save someone time. Because if you're doing it take after take, it takes you a minute to check a gun. That adds up for, so if you do the take 30 times, that's 30 minutes. So and time is money. So that's why they have the armor and everything doing this. But and it's kind of sucks because like the one time you don't do it, something like this happens, and it's very sad.
Like I'm just thinking of all, like I'm going in here and I'm looking at all the movies that he's been in, because like he was in Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
he was in a couple of them actually, if I'm looking correctly.
Yeah, but
so I'm like, so that means you went through some basic gun thing, you know what I'm saying? So you know how to handle a gun.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because you said you don't aim at people, but when you're acting, you aim at the camera for cool shots. You aim at this for that.
Yeah,
that is true. And he's trusted, and that's what I mean by gun safety goes out the window. And if he's and you're trusting the armorer, so there's nothing to say. Like Kev said, if we could go conspiracy theory, maybe someone wanted her dead and they left something in there, or maybe it was negligence because the crew, the armorer is letting people use guns out there for freaking fun, and not clearing them, or people are going behind his back, which means he's lost positive control of those weapons as well too. So I mean, there's plenty of things to blame all around, and maybe it goes on the director or the producers as well too, because they don't know what's going on their set.
So the armorer, her name was Hannah Gutierrez. I don't know how to pronounce
Gutierrez.
It. Yeah, Gutierrez. She's 24 years old, and according to this, she was described as inexperienced and green. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to, like kind of judge anyone by their appearance, but I'm gonna do it. Looking at this woman, she don't look like she ever really handled guns.
Bro,
before.
share it so we can see.
All right.
Well, I mean, it sucks, but the thing is also everybody knows the difference between right and wrong. And yeah, she might be inexperienced or green.
Yeah,
but,
you still know.
But it doesn't mean that you need to walk over her, because if you know that this is her job to maintain positive control over these weapons, and you're going to try to bully her or get your way so you could do what you need to do, that's wrong on the people that are involved in the set. And if that's the case, I hope they are held accountable as well too. As well.
I hope so for sure, man. But as he works on getting that picture up, like, do you guys ever think we're gonna see this movie? Because I'm thinking we'll never see this movie. This movie is gone.
Well, I don't know how. It depends on how far they were in the movie.
Yeah.
Right now they wrapped it saying it's a pause, which means that maybe it's not. So it's not close to completion. So they're not in post. So I think it probably just depends on how far along in there, if it's one or two scenes, because it might become a cult classic or get a following because of this incident.
They released The Crow, and that's where Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee, he was shot and killed on set. They still released that movie. And
so it all depends on how, like I said, how far they're in the movie. Like if it was like day one of the set, day one. Oh, what?
So I just saw something else. This same armorer, she's credited in 3 different movies, one starring Nicolas Cage, and there are reports that on that set that she gave a gun to an 11-year-old actress without checking it properly. That is what is reported. So people were saying she's careless with the gun. So this probably could be a
that's a career ender for her.
Severe gun miseducation. But with her being the armorer, I don't even know if it's miseducation at this point. That's just straight up like malpractice.
No, I think that this is the problem, and she's trusting the fact that if she checked them earlier, that no one else is messing with them. But that's why I said it goes between what right and wrong. But the other thing too is I do believe on you, she should check, because if they used it for freaking blanks as well too, because blanks they can hurt you as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
go ahead.
But like we were saying, it's, I don't know. I think she's not seeing the point of the redundancy, and maybe she's being rushed. Like, unfortunately, we don't know. And the thing is, she gave a weapon to a child, 11-year-old child, without checking it. But we don't know if she checked it, if she didn't check it earlier as well too. But that's the thing; it's positive control over your weapons, and in this instance, someone did not have positive control over all their weapons.
So, like, for example, like if you do, like, this is my cell phone, right? Mm-hmm. You do this number right here on the top of a gun, you can see if there's a bullet in there. That takes like 2, maybe less than a second. You see if there's at least one in the chamber. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, and it's your job to do it. Like, it's nothing to just go. Yeah. Here you go. Like nothing. And I'm not even like a gun like enthusiast, and I can do it pretty fast. Go, okay, this gun's empty.
Plus, I think it's a revolver too.
Yeah. It's a revolver.
No, like, I definitely no smooth. I definitely agree with you, but I think we're coming to a part in the world where people, they want speed, so they don't want you slowing down the director, and that's the thing. It's like that's a part where everybody knows right from wrong, and everybody needs to take responsibility. No, because we all do things, we all do processes, and people, even though it's redundant, they want us to hurry up and skip a step because they want what they want at that time. Unfortunately, and that's the thing. It doesn't matter until something happens, until something wrong happens, and then because I'll put it in the same thing that Kevin and I were talking about earlier, because I showed him. There was a ride. Right? Mm-hmm. There's a ride. It's a drop tower. A little girl died on it. She died on it because she sat on her seatbelt. There's a redundancy on the thing that says, "Hey, guess what? When the ride won't let you go because you don't unbuckle your seatbelt between cycles." So they were taught, "Hey, to fix this and to have more capacity, unbuckle it and buckle it back in, because there's 2 different restraints on it, right?" So, but that's the thing. So he's like, "Oh, there's already a restraint on it, so it really doesn't matter to check this restraint as long as the other restraint is working too." Right? So no one cared about it because I'm pretty sure they'd done it before, until guess what? This little girl died now, and now people are like, "Oh, he didn't follow the rules." But it's like, no, if you set people up because management saying, "Hey, hurry up, we want higher capacity, hurry up, nothing bad's gonna happen because we have these other things these other checks happening. There's no point of redundancies." And it's like, yes, redundancies are there for a reason. And that's the thing with this one. It's like you check before and after, and I'm not absolving this armorer too. I'm just saying it's a problem of society and workplaces all over America that people say hurry up because nothing matters until something bad happens under your watch, and then they're like, oh, and then they want to cast you out to dry.
Yeah, man. But like for the people at home, a revolver, you can either just push it open, or some of them they're so loose you can just flip it open like that. It's a revolver. You just spin.
I agree with you, but I'm saying people, that's the thing, because it's checking that and people. Bosses get mad about that because time adds up, and it seems really, really dumb.
I know. I get
people want their instant gratification. They don't want to wait. They want their shit now.
Because trust me, I take pictures, right? And we're so used to people wanting everything now. They're like, oh, so I could get that like right now because they're so used to taking it on their, like you said, on their phone, and they take it on their phone and like, oh, I could do this, when I do it on my phone, you do it right now. So I'm like, then take it on your phone. Because that's what I say. Because I have to go and process it and put it down and put it on a format that I could give to you. Man, take that logo off my face.
No, I wasn't trying to. I was just testing it, man.
You can't silence me.
That's funny as hell.
No, that would have been messed up if I just put it up there and I just dragged it over.
That would be hilarious.
Oh man, but I can't do that.
Radio edit.
Yeah, the processor doesn't let me do that. There's
good
software in the website.
No one man should have all that power.
I guess. Man, what was my other question with this? Like, okay, I guess so. To close or whatever, real quick or whatever, we can go around and whatever. But do y'all think? Just one final question. Y'all think Alec Baldwin is done? Because I think he's gonna take a hiatus for at least a good 10 years.
I don't know.
I think he's gonna do the Mel Gibson. I think they're gonna give him the Mel Gibson treatment.
I don't know.
The thing is, producer for actors, when the actor is a producer, sometimes it's an honorary title. But I think when we see producer, we're like, oh, he's doing this. So I think more and this is, I'm prefacing this that this could change down the line. But I think we're putting too much onus on him. Right now. And because we're like, oh, he's a producer, he's in charge of everything, and it's like, no,
he's just a fucking actor, basically, right now.
So this could change on that one too. I think I'm worried for him in general because it's like you just shot and killed somebody.
Yeah, that's gonna be traumatic for him.
That's gonna get him more so than anything, because I think when Bruce Lee's son died, he wasn't killed by like a main actor. If I'm remember it correctly, so it was easy to press. So, and twofold. So for your question, I think he'll probably take a break for a bit, but I don't think he'll be ostracized out of the community unless more things happen that he directly led to this. So I think he's gonna take a break because he killed somebody, and then for the movie, depending on how much they did and how much more they need from him, that's probably going to decide the fate of the movie.
I think they're going to throw this armor under the bus. And people will be fired and criminal charges for like
involuntary
manslaughter. Voluntary manslaughter, negligent homicide, whatever. Something's probably going to be filed. Especially and she's held to a higher standard because that was actually her job and what she was trained to do. She described her job somewhere as what it is, like ensuring that actors on the set follow gun safety procedures and stuff. So she's done for it. Alec Baldwin, he'll probably take a break for a little bit, but I think he's gonna need some therapy, man. Maybe.
Yeah. Because imagine if it's an accident and it's kind of like doing your job every day, and then you're doing your job because, like you said, he's been on Mission Impossible. He's been on other things with guns, and this didn't happen.
How much
now,
he gonna check every gun he handles on the set.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Everybody is now.
Well, yeah, exactly. But
but like he was saying though, with the redundancy point, at some point, it's going to become a little more redundant because the more like. What are we going to do? Like tighten up how they should be on the set with guns? Well, that's only going to become redundant again at some point. And somebody's going to
and this is the way I'll put it. Because remember, for armor, kind of like everything before you go off onto his parts. I'm sorry, because it is the armor's job. Because it's kind of especially with the revolver, and how everything's shot supposedly. Because in movies you need consistency. So it's definitely the armorer's job to go check it, and usually actors don't check it because they don't want to move the gun, because especially if it's a revolver, there's a certain mark on it, it needs to be in the same place, and that's what the armorer is there for, and the prop set, so they check it, make sure everything's done, they put it back in place, and they move everything in place, so stuff doesn't move, so it's consistent with multiple sets.
Right.
So I think that's the reason why there's actors that don't check weapons, because they need to be in place for the movie. Which it's kind of, but like we said, now we're going to add another layer of redundancy. And that's what it is. So with the revolver, you take it out, you check it, you put it back, and then you have to make sure everything's in place again too, which adds time, unfortunately. But now it seems like it's going to be necessary, or there's going to be double armorers now. Like, one armorer to another armorer, then to the actor or actress.
Right. Oh, I do want to clarify one point also actually not clarify, but like add on to that producer point. Like a producer, all you have to do is contribute money, and you can become a producer.
Yep.
Like
That's what. Yep.
that's
That's
it.
why I'm producer of this podcast. I paid $1, guys. You want to be a producer? Give me $1. Cash app it. What's up, Smooth?
Yo, that is my cash tag though. Send me money.
Send him money. Become a producer.
I will put you in the credits. We'll start putting the little credits for people that contribute. Like here are our donors, Patreon donors. Dude, I should start a Patreon honestly at some point. But yeah, but anyway, do you guys have anything else y'all want to say?
That was it. No more tangents for me.
All right. Well, prayers out for her family. Prayers for Alec Baldwin, and everybody that was on that set, because that has to be very traumatic.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't expect to see that type of thing. Yeah, prayers all around. Hopefully people start to be more careful and more cautious with the guns.
And stop being stupid with guns. Seriously.
For real. But with that said, hey, this is another episode of Homeroom Smooth Podcast. We out.